do. Alright, so back to doing Power Play Sports Trivia, doing 2019 version. Last man standing, Kiwi, 5 miss. I always do 5 misses first, then 3, then 1. Now remember, this is from the 2000s, so yeah, this is kind of like Sports Jeopardy in a sense. First ever cup, the Montreal AAAs. The Amateur Athletic Association, 1883. Round 2. How many divisions of the NBA? 4. There have always been 4. Some say, no, sorry, there are 6 now with 30 teams, but there were 4. Bob Lemon was a pitcher for the Cleveland Indians. A good 1-2 combo with Rabbit Robert Feller. Brett Favre. Matt Hasselbeck. Well, Robert Brooks was a Packer in 95. Did not win 19. Billy Smith. Billy Smith did play for the LA Kings for a few games, so yeah. Piccolo was a Bears. If you watch Brian's song with Billy D. Williams, and I forget who the 7. Who did not? Ryan Bellows. I just guessed. I know Ryan Bellows played for that team. I don't know. Newt Rockman? School Ties. Never heard of that movie. I knew he was Jewish. The Fighting Saints were the WHA team. Nancy Lieber was, I don't know, Lady Magic. I was just guessing. I know Nancy Lieberman is a legend in women's basketball. The Legion of Doom, the Flyers. It didn't lead to any Stanley Cups. It was the Claire, Red-Rock, and I think Renberg. Northern Arizona. What is the Lumberjills? Well, if it's a Lumberjack, then it's a Lumberjill. He was 27th, Dan Marino was. He was the 6th and last quarterback picked in the first round of that draft. Guido Floyd was a right wing. You could have said, oh, well, did he play center or left wing? No, unfortunately not. Those Clippers with Chris Ford. I don't know. Bill Fitch? What was it? Larry Brown. You could see how bad the Clippers were in the 20th century. 21st century, they've been more consistent. 20 times. Hank Aaron. I was going to say Dale Murphy, but like, Dale Murphy didn't last 20 years. Hank Aaron is an icon. Look, Fox Tracks. Sorry, there's a thing on it. I might have to clean that TV spot. George Seifert, the San Francisco 49ers, after Bill Walsh decided to retire. Bill Walsh didn't completely retire. He coached the Stanford Cardinals back in the 90s. That's right. The Yankees were formerly the Baltimore Orioles, and then for 2 years. 2 years later, Dave Schultz was a Flyer. Dave Schultz actually scored a famous overtime goal for the Flyers in Game 4 of the 74 playoffs against the Atlanta Flames. Short Dice was second baseman. One of the best second basemen. I think the best second baseman in St. Louis history. Or Hornsby, maybe. But anyway, look at year 94. Chris Webber. From Michigan, the #1 pick. From Orlando, who traded him to Sacramento for the rights to Penny Hardaway. Sacrifice hit. That's what a bunt. Or something like that. Counts to the Checker Dome. St. Louis. Because Walter Purina, who owned the Blues, were known for their dog food and the checkerboard logo. Peach baskets. Everyone knows that. If you're Canadian, you know the Heritage Minute with the peach baskets. Most points. That would be the Art Ross. The North is for the Vetsman. Lou Alcindor. Because in Alcindor's day, you couldn't play on the varsity team as a freshman. Bubba Smith, that'd be Baltimore. He was a very good defender for the Colts, but the Baltimore Colts only won one title. Well, in Baltimore, 1971. Paul Wayner's outfielder brother, Lloyd Wayner. Flower, View the Flare. Name the Flower. 31. Michael Cage. I think it's Clippers. Which is weird because, you know, the Clippers were pretty bad at that time. Central Red Army. I'm thinking Red Army. That's a tough one. I don't know. Who's on first? I do strike three. Shortstop. Okay, I've never watched that one. Wait, what else did I fuck up on? Oh, the Clippers coach. The Clippers coach and school ties. That was the other two mistakes I made. You can't beat him in the alley. Conn Smythe. I had one. I had a copy of it, but stupid me, I got rid of it. Bob, a hammer? I'm just guessing. Under number 37. Brett Hall, 6th round. He was a late bloomer, and he was drafted by the Flames, not by the Blues. He was traded to the Blues in 1988. Randy Moss, Marshall. We are Marshall. Randy Moss, of course, had some off-field issues. That's why he dropped to the Vikings in the draft. Third baseman, I don't know. Who's on first? I'm surprised. Well, I think they're just trying to get me to 5 losses. Block shots. I'll leave. All that personal fouls? Of course they're going to do it that way. Bastards. 41. Secondary defense. Deacon Jones for the LA Rams. Go again. The Rangers. I better not miss that one. Everyone I know, every Ranger fan I know would be on my case. He was playing for the Yankees. Playing for what team? He threw the perfect game against the Brooklyn Dodgers. Thankfully, the Yankees won that series. Triple-double. Oscar. Well, of course, this is 2002, so it definitely would have been the first one. But nothing. Madison Square Garden. That's a mistake. It's Madison Square Garden. Why would they say Gardens? I don't know. Art Powell. Oh. Raiders? I just took a stab at it. The Raiders. Lefty. Randy Johnson. Wasn't Lefty Johnson? Still Steve Carlton? I thought Johnson passed Carlton. Damn it. 29,300. I'll take 29,000. Yeah, I'll take 29,000. I'll say that. Yeah, because I have a PS1 memory card in. 29,300. That's not half bad. I'll take it. Okay, so let's go with sports. Baseball first. Last man standing. 5 misses. Baseball. And it's about, I don't know what, daylight bat. 2 o'clock hitter? That's a term? Jeez, they give me that off the bat. At least it's a 5 miss thing. Home run Baker. He wasn't really much of a home run hitter. If you would look at his stats today as a fan, 1910s, but Cliff Johnson was DH. Oops! And I just realized that. Pinch hitter. I should know that. He broke the record while playing for the Blue Jays. Fuck. That was a nightcap. The second game of a doubleheader. That's an easy one. For me. Question 5. Where was he born? Walnut Creek. Oh yeah, he's a California boy. I was going to say Massachusetts, but no. Oh, Kissimmee. Kissimmee? I think they're basically saying that, you know, these guys who know all the history. Tino Martinez. I think he was American. Yeah, I think he he was born in the Bronx, despite his Latino name. And Edgar was born there at Aparicio. 9 stolen bases. His first 9 seasons, all of them, he was stolen base leader. Vince Coleman, I don't think ever did that. Jose Rijo for the Reds, who shockingly swept the Oakland A's in 4 games. But the Reds were actually pretty good too. They led the National League from pillar to post. Dave Winfield. I would say I think it was his back. Yeah, I remember hearing about that. I had his Facebook card when he played for the 1990 Angels. Walter Johnson. Who's the record for lefties? What? Oh, well, shutouts. Oh, damn. Is it Plank? Yeah, Eddie Plank or Rube Woodall. Both of them were pretty good lefties for the Philadelphia A's at their time. He was 500 home runs. The only guy who played for the Twins, Harvey Killebrew. That's a pretty good hitter. I think Killebrew played for someone else. Cy Young. That would be Pedro. Hideo Noble did pitch for Boston, but they did not win Cy Young. Harvey Haddix, pitching for the Pirates. He lost the game 1-0 in the 13th inning. They don't count that as a perfect game because he has to be perfect throughout all of it. He boxed 3,000 hits. Trick question. It's Tampa Bay. I know he played for the Blue Sox and the Yankees, but yeah, Tampa back in 1999. Almost intentional. Barry Bonds. 20th century. Jeez, 21st century too. Look, all those records. Well, I know George Brett was a big hitter. Home runs, I don't think Frank Whitewood definitely led the Royals in home runs. Foul. Fair ball. It's a foul ball, no matter where it lands, it's a home run. Dave Stewart for the Oakland A's. Yes, he did pitch for the Blue Jays, and he did pitch against the Giants in the '89 World Series. Of course, that was marred by an earthquake. Walter O'Briggs. Big Stadium, Detroit. That was the original name of Tiger Stadium. I think they changed it in the 60s to Tiger Stadium. Or Camden Yards. And yes, it is in the plural. They still call it Camden Yards. I don't think they've changed their name. The franchise, Tom Seaver. Yeah, on a 14. Tom Seaver was what the Mets needed. Well, the second most. St. Louis. You would think Los Angeles, but no. Cardinals have been second for a long time in World Series. I don't think the Red Sox cut up them. Connie Mack was 88? It was 88, wasn't it? Yeah. 88 years old. Not many people nowadays live to past 88. 25. 18. Fred McGriff. The Braves needed him in the 93 stretch drive. And boy, did they need him. Because they only won by 1 game on the second. Rusty. His hair. I think the Expos gave him that name. If it says me right. We're hitting the most what? Mark Grace. Oh, Mark Grace. Infield home runs? Doubles. Mark Grace, I would never have guessed the doubles. Shit. So that's 12,500 for you. Baseball. I don't mind doing this. I think I'll have enough space for the okay, so that's done. Baseball. Let's go to football. Baseball, basketball. Okay, basketball next. Yeah, let's go basketball next. 73. What Fletcher? Every book. Jerry Lucas played for the 73 Knicks. I knew he played for the Royals for a long time. Coach of the Year. Oh, Coach of the Year. Yeah, Larry Bird. He was a coach, but not as the Celtics coach, as the Indy coach. Oh, I can't remember. I couldn't remember. Paul Allen owns Portland. Oh, right. At that time. I think he's deceased now. Oh dear, I don't remember. Duke? Michigan State. Where is Stokes? The Sacramento Kings. Stokes, I believe, was the guy who had a great career, but then he had a brain injury. Blue Everts. Bueller? It should be Blue Everts, and then with that apostrophe. Four different decades. Dean Smith? 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s. Okay. Indianapolis Olympians. Indiana is not a city, it's a state. Jerry Butts, the Lakers. And I think he's deceased now. Or 20. 20. I bet it was 20. I'm like 15. There's no way they can retire 20 numbers in one century. Damn it. YMCA. Two of those four don't even do anything with basketball. It was Steve Smith. I was going to say Coach K. Well, I believe it's Bobby Knight now. I think. 12 inches. 9? Common knowledge for that. I know some people will not be happy with me missing basketball questions. Even with the 5-strike system. Okay, now football. The 5-miss limit. The Vikings. 0-4. And the Vikings never been to Super Bowl since Bud Grant's. Don Shula. First team was the Baltimore Colts. Roger the Dodger Staubach. He played college ball for Navy. He actually had a 2-year stint in Vietnam before he could play. How long is he? 10 yards. 20 if you're Canadian. That's an easy one. And Don Shula coached the Colts and then the Dolphins. And no one else. Wyatt Tittle was a quarterback for the New York Giants and San Francisco 49ers, among others. 15 to win 3 Super Bowls. Pittsburgh, I think, right? Yeah, Green Bay won the 3rd Super Bowl. That was 1997. They won the first 2. Who traded Steve Young to the Niners? A lot of people forget Steve Young did not start his career with the Niners. He was traded by Tampa Bay. Don Shula coached the Colts to a Super Bowl loss. I don't think he lost. Oh yeah, he did lose the Super Bowl as a member of the Dolphins because of 71. Vampire ratio. I don't know, 150. Vampire toilet. 50 to 1. 50 to 1. That low? Jeez. How long is each quarter? 15 minutes. 12 minutes is basketball. Jim Plunkett, who came out of our story. New England, San Francisco gave him a chance. That's the #1 draft pick, and he flubbed it. But when he went to Oakland, he did not play for the Lions. Yeah, Detroit. Why are we running a lot to play for the Lions? E for Edmonton. Still do. Neil O'Donnell, and then even though he had that shitty performance in the Super Bowl, he actually got a contract with the Jets and really blew. First tight end. Tom Mackey. Mike Ditka. And then Mackey beat him to it. Saints. Ricky Williams. Too bad drugs ruined his career with the Saints. He did kind of come back in a way with Miami. Yelverton. I don't think Yale would have been a proper first name for him. 123. Herman Moore. I think that's broken. C.C. Pyle? Was it Lucifer? Charles Bolus. I knew it was not Campbell or Brown. 10-20. Dan Reese. Falcons and Broncos. Yep, he was the coach of the Broncos in John Elway's there, and then he coached the Falcons to the 99 Super Bowl when they lost to the Broncos, ironically enough. Charlie Taylor. Washington. From the University of Arizona State. Should say from Arizona State University, technically. Running back, Kijana Carter. A good running back for Penn State. Unfortunately, for many years, Penn State running backs were seen as nothing but fodder. Herschel Walker, who then went to the USFL before finding decent success with Dallas, Minnesota, and Philly, among others. 2,000 yards. Terrell Davis in 1998. Yeah, he was good, and then he just dropped off the map. Well, I think he was injured. AFC team won the 2002 Super Bowl. That would be the Patriots. Baltimore was 2001. That was the first year I finally decided to cheer for the Patriots, and I've been ever since. Kurt Warner, Iowa, because he played, I think his school was at the Northern Iowa. The Chicago Cardinals. Then to St. Louis, then to Phoenix. Refrigerator, obviously. I think he was just a one-team tight end. Or did he play for the Bears? I think he played for the Bears and then the Cowboys. The first American team in the CFL in 1993 was Sacramento. There were many more in 94-95, but Sacramento was first. Reliance Stadium. I think it's called Energy Stadium or something creepy like that. Swoop. At Big Red. See, when you think you're rolling around, they give you some stupid question that's not historical. 99 yards. Tony Dorsett. Monday Night Football against the Vikings. Bernard, I think, was an Eagle throughout his career. Campouts. Doug Flutie, my ass. John Hader would have been a good pick too, but Diane Phelps was 70s and 80s. Quarterback sneak. Quarterback cloud would be nice too, but no. I couldn't remember. Taps his fingers? Taps his fingers. Legal kick the ball. That's pretty good. I think that's the second best score. 16-5. Yep, 16-5. Jeez, I put all those scores together, football, baseball, and basketball. No, wait, 29, what is it? Just about. So it's 29,000 for football and baseball combined. Of course, the rule of thumb is that's the 5-strike rule. Now, it's time for my favorite sport of all time, hockey. It would be a shame if I didn't make it the best of the 4 sports. Greg McCavish. In 1979, they forced players who came into the league to wear a helmet. If you started your career before 1979, you were exempt. 17-day winning streak. Trick question. You say Montreal, but no. It was Pittsburgh back in 93. And that team actually tied their last game. 16. How many teams were playing the next year? 12. The Great Expansion, as people call it, or the next 6. played for the Hartford Whalers? Yeah, he finished with Hartford. He played for Winnipeg in the NHL, but he had some problems with the coach and then got traded to Hartford. Sweden, the Forsberg move. He was Kemp Worthley. Nobody can win the Calder twice. Rocket Richard. Mike Bossy. Yep. 65 goals a year. Can you believe what he would have done if he was healthy? Captain Mark Messier. After being traded from the Oilers to the Rangers for Bernie Nichols, Steve Rice, among others. Curvature, half an inch? Ooh, I got it. I was just guessing. I knew that type of question would trip me up, but it didn't yet. 31st Stanley Cup. Seattle. 31st, it should be the first team in the U.S. to win the Stanley Cup was Seattle back in 1917. Mario Tremblay. And then, of course, he lost control with Patrick Waugh, and Waugh flew the nest. Tim Horton was a player. A donut chef? Really? I know he had the donuts, but I don't think he was a chef. I think he was just an entrepreneur. Who won the first Rocket Richard Trophy? Oh, I forget. For goal scoring. Ava Bure. Solani. Oh, great. It was one of the two. Wow, I got 14 in a row. Ray Bourque. Boston decided to let him go to Colorado to search for a Stanley Cup ring. That was very nice of that team. Willie Plett for the Atlanta Flames. No sound effects. Bill Mosiak for the Blackhawks, 1952 against the Rangers. It was a 51. No, 52. 52. People forget Atlanta had a team called the Flames. They were the Toronto Maple Leafs in 1926. Well, actually, it should be 1927, technically. February 27. Was named Rookie of the Year. I think it was Frank. That's right, it was Frank Mahovlich. I was going to say Kent Douglas, but no, Kent Douglas played for the 61 and 63. Coaches won the most games. No brainer, Scotty Bowen. I guess I've been playing this game so long, they've decided not to let this. I don't know. To the center red line. Patrick Waugh famously went over the red line. But he stick handled over the line, but they thought that he touched back. Then we go to the original six. Toronto. Edmonton was 1979. Vancouver came in 1970. The Ottawa Senators folded over 1935. Trevor Lowen scored 7 goals in 1 game. I would say both were traded 10 times. I don't think they came from St. Mayo, Quebec. I think J.J. Dano came from somewhere else in Quebec. But yeah, they were traded 10 times. The Victoria Cougars, the last non-NHL team to win the Stanley Cup. Because I think 1926 was the last time. 19 Geiserman, who's now the GM with the team after leaving Tampa. 28. Last defenseman to win during the 20th century. 20th century. That's right. Bobby Orr, 1972, something like that. It was the first ever Lightning pick. Roman Hammerlink. Gradden, I think, was picked a few years later. Yashin and Pronger were in the 93 draft. Vancouver Millionaires. It's the Vancouver Canucks. Been to 3 finals and not won a single one. Johnny Bowers, 46. Wow, I can't believe I got that one right. I thought I was going to trip up and say 43. I figured his age is inconsistent. The punchline. They were a very good line. those 3 guys. 3 shorthanded goals, 1 game. That was Theo Fleury. I thought that was 1993 when he did against the Sharks. I know that. Brad Marsh with the Ottawa Senators. He actually got into the All-Star team that year in 93. I guess because every team needed 1. Almost career penalty minutes. It would be Chicago. Because he spent a lot of time in Chicago. I know he played for Montreal and Detroit, but I don't think he was that penalty minute oriented. Highest paid 8.5. Patrick Waugh. I remember for a while Patrick. Wow, I got 21 in a row. 300 points. Gil Goldsworthy was a Minnesota North Stars legend who died of AIDS. I'm not joking. It's no laughing matter. Keith Tkachuk is American. He's his son Matthew, who plays for the Flames. Rocket Rocket. Gets in his brother being Rocket Richard. I don't know about the Sharks logo. Left. Dallas. Jeez, they give me that. They give me a logos question to break my streak. Raiders. 50 goals mark. But he doesn't have the all-time record. That's Adam Graves. The Ottawa Silver 7, the legendary team in 1905. I'm amazed that this type of trivia question actually asks about pre-NHL Stanley Cups. The Los Angeles Thunder? Flin Flon, Bobby Clark. Esposito Nor did not play on an expansion team. Goes by 1 defenseman. Steve Duchesne. It wasn't Steve Duchesne? Mark Howell. I bet Duchesne had like 21 in 1 year with the Flyers. That would have given him the record. Wait a minute, I'm thinking something wrong. Montreal. There we go. 68 and 12. For points in a year. Oh, I think he did that for the Kings before he returned to the Flyers. Patrick Stafford and the Atlanta Thrashers. Boy, did they miss that pick. Of course, they couldn't pick any one of the Sedin brothers because they wouldn't have Stastny, the Czech Republic, with Anton and Marian Stastny. Czechoslovakia? Oh yeah, sporting title, because Stan Mikita was born in the Czech Republic. Cyclone Taylor. Skated down his backwards and scored a goal. 1910. The Bulldogs. The Quebec Bulldogs. I was going to say Hamilton, but no, that's the Hamilton Tigers. Yeah, Quebec Bulldogs. First goal in his first game, Hal Winkler. I remember that. Yeah, it was Hal Winkler. Western 54, Pavel Fontaine when he broke the 50-goal mark. Sabres. He scored 50 goals for the Islanders? I didn't think he did. Oh boy. Oh boy. Question 55. Bill Sakic. First recurrent who endured a hockey tragedy in 1986. Tumba was Sven Jansson. Unfortunately, Tumba could not. No. Oh no, he didn't attempt to get to the NHL. Maybe something else. Wayne Gretzky. Obviously. And then Lemieux. I forgot Mario Lemieux had a brother who played in the NHL. Honestly. 100 points and 100 penalty minutes. Lindros? Was it Richard? Bobby Orr. I didn't think he had that many penalty minutes. 141,000, that's pretty good. It lasted me like 57 questions. 141-2. Oh, that crushed everyone. I knew hockey would be #1, but man, oh man. That's the magic of being a hockey fan. That's it for this one.